Hi, this is Danielle Lysette with Nashville Nanny, and I just we're going to talk about behavior, what's appropriate, the punishment, the appropriate behavior, the appropriate punishment for the behavior or a consequence. Okay, last night got a phone call from my daughter. Hey mama, we have a little problem here. Phoenix was saying, hit my marshmallows to his sister. Well, Soraya didn't like it, and she was listening in the other room. My daughter was listening in the other room. Listening is so important, parents, to find out if they can work it through or if you have to be part of the solution. Most of the times, you don't have to be part of the solution. You just listen and see if they can figure it out. It's important. Okay, so she listened. Then Soraya decided that mom needed to know what was going on. She came to mom and said, Mom, Phoenix won't stop, and I told him to stop, and he keeps on wanting me to hit his marshmallows. So, kids, okay, so she goes, I'm calling mom and seeing what's going on. So she called me. Y'all, first of all, marshmallows. I want to know what the heck a marshmallow is. So I said, Phoenix, what's your marshmallows? And he says, well, my teacher says at school, either you sit down on your buns or you sit down on your marshmallows. And he says, I think it's your butt, like that. So he really didn't know, but he thought it was funny because he thought it was marshmallows, and that's what the teacher said. So I knew there was no big deal about marshmallows. I knew what it was, and he told me what it was. So the next thing that really was upsetting to me is that he did not understand what no was when his sister was saying it, that he kept on doing it. Now that raises a concern of mine because, first of all, I want my grandbaby to know when somebody says no, that's what they mean. That's important, okay? Nowadays, no is no. So I got down on the phone, I got into his little face, and I said, okay, well, you know what? Soraya tried to tell you stop, didn't she? Yes. And I said, well, when little girls or little boys, when they say stop, do you know what that means? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, sometimes kids, it's abstract, so they don't know. So sometimes you really have to think about how they're processing this. Okay, when I say, like, it's time for you to finish your broccolis, and you look at me with that face, and you're like, no. Okay, does that mean yes, or does that mean no? Do I understand you, what you're saying? You're saying that you don't want it. That means no, right? And he's like, yeah, Gigi, yeah. You guys, sometimes you have to put it at their level, like what a no means. Like no means, like he didn't want to eat that broccoli or those Brussels sprouts. He understands that when he says no, that's the feeling that he gets is like, no, I don't want to. I said, that's the feeling that Soraya got when you said that, touch her marshmallows. She didn't like that feeling. So please listen to when people say no, Phoenix, okay? That's the point that I wanted to get across, okay? So just be mindful of what you really want to get across. And yes, he did some silly exercise to make his marshmallows go down and make not people touch their marshmallows. We did one of those things. He had to go like this, you know, wiggle on his marshmallows on his bottom, and until it was time to go to bed. Well, guess what? It was like 8:30. So he's like, I said, are you going to bed now? And he says, yeah. I'm like, okay, there you go. All right, you guys, if you like it, great. If you want to share it with somebody that maybe will make it an easier day for them, okay? Thank you.